I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Father Time Network. Hope everyone is doing well. My name is Anthony, and on this platform I talk about how important it is to be a father. I'm here to make being a father cool again. But before I continue, let's get into that intro. Today I want to talk about why children need their fathers. This goes for boys and girls. Let's touch a little bit on why boys need their fathers. See, when a young man has a father in the household or around him on a regular basis, a father is going to teach his son how to be masculine. If somebody step on your shoes, son, you don't pull out no gun and kill them. As a man, you have a conversation and say, excuse me, you just stepped on my foot. And if that man is a man as well, he's going to say, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. And you go your separate ways. But see, nowadays, if somebody steps on someone's shoes, they ready to pull out a gun and blow their head off. That's not masculine energy. Fathers also teach their sons how to have regard for the law and for rules. See, when a father is telling his son, you ain't clean your room up, get down and do some push-ups. You haven't been doing what you're supposed to do in school, all them electronic devices getting turned off. Get outside and go mow the grass. That's teaching them to have regards for the law. My father set rules in the household, and if I don't follow them, there's going to be consequences. You understand? Most little boys start getting out of hand around 8 to 13 years old. This is the critical time when they need their fathers the most. That's what studies show. Because once they get 8 to 13 years old, that's when that testosterone start building up and they bucking up with their chest out and walking around the house like they own the house. Don't let your son be like my son, 6'2", 6'3". You know, that's what I anticipate my son to be, because I'm tall, his mother is tall. But that's a whole nother story. Once my son starts, feeling himself, it's only but so much mom can do. Now dad has to step in and say, ho, what you got going on in here? Let's speak about young ladies, little girls. Why do little girls need their fathers? Fathers teach their baby girls what other men look for, how to be treated by men. That's one of the reasons why you have so many women in these relationships getting beat on and they don't want to leave, because no one has taught this young lady, this is not the relationship for you. She probably wasn't raised by her father. She's looking for love. She never felt love from a man. You see, most little girls that feel love from their fathers have been given flowers and taken on daddy-daughter dates and all that stuff since a child. Them little girls ain't gonna tolerate too much disrespect, especially you putting your hands on her. See, my baby girl can handle a 22, 25, 38, 9mm, 45, and she's working on handling a AR-15. Ain't no man gonna be putting their hands on my daughter. Daddy taught her how to handle that. Women are necessary as well. Women provide love and emotional availability, studies show. So it's one key word in that: emotional availability. So when boys are raised by their mother, they have a lot of emotional availability. Their emotions are available. That's why if a girl leaves them, they're ready to kill that woman because they're emotional. If they were raised by their father and a woman leaves them, dad is going to say, hey boy, that come with the game. You ain't have her, you just had your turn. You frustrated, go to the gym. You frustrated, go outside and turn some wrenches on that old school Chevy out there so we can get this engine put in that car. Dad is going to teach them how to channel their emotions. We don't do no arguing. As a man, I don't argue with my lady. Men don't do that. You're never going to win an argument with a woman because that's a woman's lane. They like to argue, express their emotions. Men don't do that. That's why when you see men out in the club or out in public and they're arguing with each other, they probably was raised by their mothers. Emotional. 40% studies show have weak bonds with their parents. 40% of children. So if mother and dad can't get along, that's going to create a distance with your child. These children need their fathers. As a woman, put your emotions aside. Let that father be in his children's lives so he can help them develop into good people. It's too many emotional men in the world. I was raised by my mom. At times I get a little emotional. Some would say me being online right now, I'm emotional. That's what comes with the game. But see, I also had my father in my life. I also had men in my life. So if somebody bumps me or steps on my shoes, I'm not going to pull out no gun and blow nobody's head off. I have regards for the law. I'm not trying to spend the rest of my life in jail because somebody stepped on my brand new white Air Force Ones. As a man, I'm going to speak up. Yo, damn, bro, you stepped on my shoes. I'm looking for an apology. When you have two masculine men, we can come to an understanding. Oh, I stepped on your shoes? Oh, excuse me. I appreciate that, bro. Keep it moving. Nobody dies. Nobody goes to jail. These are masculine men. I came across an article as I was scrolling through the gram, and I should have screenshotted it. I'm gonna try to put it at the end of this clip if I can find it. A man was killed in front of his children because he confronted another man for staring at his lady. The article didn't say he approached his lady. It didn't say he put his hands on his lady. He was looking at his lady. And when the guy approached the man, he pulled out a gun and shot him in front of his kids and his lady. As a man, right? If you got a beautiful woman, you got to understand that other men are going to look at your lady. That just comes with having a beautiful woman. So you can't go around confronting every man that looks at your woman, especially if she wearing spandex, she got a nice shape. Men are going to look. But if you're a masculine man, you're going to walk with a smile on your face, knowing that these men can't have my lady. This is my lady. And as a woman, you shouldn't be walking around with your titties out, with your ass showing. I'm a man of signs. You hear that? That's a sign. This is why a lot of men kill women and lose their lives. Women should be able to wear whatever they want, right? But if you're out in public and you're with your family and you're with your man, some things are meant only for your man. I tell my daughter all the time when she with me, certain things you ain't wearing with me. You're definitely not wearing those spandex pants with your panty line showing and all that. And as a woman, if you have a man, you shouldn't be walking around outside like that neither. I see some women with the spandex on and they got their shirt up around their waist with their whole ass out. That's not the proper way to conduct yourself as a woman if you have a man. You should be a little bit more reserved. And see, this is where the father comes in to teach his baby girl that's not how you're supposed to dress. I'm just saying, man, these kids really need fathers, man. I believe that fathers are very underrated when it comes to their presence. And if you look at society and everything that's going on, how these men are killing women, how these women are dealing with these men and staying in relationships while getting beat, I feel like it's a strong lack of a father's presence. So I'm here to change all that. Hopefully this channel can spark a light in someone's head. Hopefully it's way more. If a father is not around, not in his children's lives, hopefully this channel makes that father understand how much his presence is needed in his children's lives. Hopefully if a woman is not allowing a man to be a father to his kids for whatever reason, this will let this woman know, let me put my differences aside. These kids really need their fathers. This is why my son is acting out. He wants his dad. This is why my daughter is bouncing from boy to boy, being fresh. She needs her father. Hopefully this channel achieves that. This is what I'm on a mission to accomplish. Children need their fathers as well as their mothers. It takes two. It takes a team. So think about that. This is the Father Time Network, and I'm here to make being a father cool again.